Hey guys, Max here from the Crypto Experiment. I hope you guys are doing very well. There's two things I wanted to talk about today. It's going to be a pretty random video. And those two things are frogs and mullets in no particular order. It's going to be a bit of a story time video. The first one I'm going to cover is mullets. And so if you've been watching my videos, you know I've recently gone to Australia to visit some of my friends. And of course, the obligatory thing to do is get a mullet. So I got a mullet, and generally what I do with my hair is I would get a 0.5 back and sides, and then I would leave it to grow out for like months, so it would get really long. And yeah, when I was in Australia, my hair was at that point. It's probably the longest it's been ever, maybe. It was really long. Like my fringe was down past my nose. My hair was it was like a nest. It was just bushy everywhere. And then so I decided, I need to get a haircut. Let's go get a mullet. So we went to this hairdressers quite close to my friends. They were in Melbourne, I can't even remember the name of the place. Cole something. I can't remember. It was in Melbourne. But we went to this barber. First thing, fucking hell, the barber was bloody expensive. $55, which it's like a 2-to-1 ish exchange rate. So that's like almost £30 for a bloody haircut. I was only spending like 15, 16 here. I think about 16, 17, something like that. It was definitely not 30, 25, 30. So that's crazy. The second thing, the haircut, the guy was really, really nice. It was just super quick. But what he did, so I asked for a mullet. And what he did is he just only cut the sides. So he barely took anything off the top or anything off the back. Well, obviously with a mullet you want some on the back, but really I wanted to go and get a haircut and then get a mullet. Instead, all he did was like mulletify my bushy nest of a haircut. So he just shaved the sides and took a tiny bit off the top and cut my fringe to like maybe there. It was just pretty horrendous. So my hair was a mullet, but it was my fringe and it was all just way too long, the whole thing. So today I went to get a haircut from my barber and streamlined the mullet. So I gave him the backstory. But wait, look, here we go. So it's definitely much shorter on the top. So my hair before was like, my fringe was still down to here. My fringe is now like here, carried over the top. But the back is still quite long. I don't think this is perfect, but it is a million times better than what it was. So we're still rocking the mullet over here in the UK, bringing the mullet over into the UK. When my friends come in June for summer, there'll be a lot of mullets back here because they've all got mullets as well. So it'll be interesting. But yeah, that was the first story. Fucking hell, mullets are difficult. Still not perfected the style I want. There's a bloke called George Heaton who is, I don't know if you know the clothing brand Represent, but he's one of the brothers who created it, and he's got quite a cool mullet. I'll put it on the screen. But yeah, he's got quite a cool looking mullet, and that's kind of what I wanted to go off. I did see a funny picture of someone when I put in that guy's haircut in Google. There was a funny picture of a dude like he'd obviously gone to his barber's to get his haircut, and it was just a funny. I'll put that up on the screen as well, but I found that quite funny. You might enjoy that, guys. But yeah, so mullets are definitely a pretty hard thing to get right, I can imagine. I don't exactly know how I want it, but yeah, this George Heaton guy, this one of the co-founders of Represent, he's got a particular mullet or style that's really cool, I think. But he doesn't have a fringe. I obviously have a bit of a fringe. He just has like very tiny fringe, if that. It got no fringe pretty much. But the sides and the back were like the style that I kind of wanted. Anyway, I didn't even show my barber that. I was just like, you do what I'm going to trust you to do what you know best. And he definitely sorted it out massively. But yeah, as I say, I think the back is still a tiny bit long, but that's me picking out minor details. I think it's far better than how it was. But yeah, that's that for mullets. So the season of mullets is upon us, and also the season of frogs is upon us. Why? Because one, I've actually got a story to tell about frogs, and two, we did just put a bit more money into Turbo. I know I'm feeling very bullish on Ethereum, and that's not Gambler Max's brain being like ding 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 ding. That's I don't know. I feel something's coming. I think the whole M2 money supply is looking pretty bullish. We'll see what happens with the crypto markets, but also the trade wars are looking like good things are happening. The trade war with China, hopefully there is some kind of agreement to that. When there is, that will be very good for the market as well, as obviously China are massive, and that'll have a big effect on the market when hopefully there is a resolution and they come up with maybe some kind of trade deal and stop all this riff-raff of tariffs. But yeah, so I'll tell you a story now. So in my family house here, we have had a garden and we had some froggos living in the garden. And this just coincides with Turbo and Hoppy. But yeah, we had a little group of froggies, a little family, and they would come out, and yeah, when it was raining, you'd go into the garden and you would see them like hopping about. They'd be in the plants. We've got some nice plants in the garden. They would be in the plant beds, or they'd be hopping about. We'd see them quite a lot, to be fair. And then one day they disappeared. Well, all of a sudden they disappeared. And it's actually really tragic. And this is kind of why I'm so bullish on frogs at the moment. But one day that we all disappeared, and then I think my dad found he was using the watering can, and what he discovered in there was a pretty poor smell and a poor sight. And that was all of the froggies. I think there were about 4 or 5 of them all in there, and they had all died. Either by drowning, I guess, because they probably got so tired. So there was water in there. I think it was raining, and the watering can was like upright, so the rain could go in and fill it up. And then he found all the frogs dead in there pretty much, which is kind of horrific. I think he needed it to water some of the plants inside or something. And I guess what happened is one of them went in and got stuck, and then the others probably tried to help him or her, and ended up them all getting trapped in there. And then obviously they couldn't get out because it's a watering can. It's got quite high sides, and I guess they all kind of drowned, which is really fucking tragic. And in essence of that, we've got Hoppy and Turbo, which are fucking bullish boys. I mean, how many other frogs are there? We've got a lot of crypto frogs. We're going to redeem the lives of these froggos from the garden with very positive, just bullishness from the crypto froggos. So essentially that's it. And yeah, I put some more money into Turbo, you know. I'm feeling very bullish on Turbo. I'm feeling not that bullish on Hoppy, but I hope it recovers. Turbo I am feeling very bullish on. So we'll just jump in. Let's do a little quick recap of everything. Just very quickly, just staying on the froggy theme. So yeah, we put 600 more into Turbo, which isn't a massive DCA, but that brought the current value up to about $3,000 because it was sitting at like 2,400. So that brought it up to about 3K, and then that brought the actual investment total to 5,900, so on par with Hoppy. So we got the 2 Froggo boys, rest in peace, but we have these 2 Froggo boys going neck and neck at the moment in our portfolio in terms of initial or capital invested. The market has been looking pretty good recently. I think there is a bullish divergence for Bitcoin. I mean, not that I'm much of a TA guy, but there's some stuff which I'm learning a little bit. And bullish divergence is when the RSI prints higher lows and then the market prints lower lows. Yeah, like that. So we've got the top one going down, the bottom one going up, and that swings to much, or it shows much higher buying pressure. So the market should respond very positively to this and go upwards. And we have been seeing for the past week, as you can see here, that we've been printing higher lows for Bitcoin, which is great. Ethereum as well has been performing okay. I mean, not quite as strongly as Bitcoin, to be honest. Ethereum's just still very weak, but yeah, again, we really need to see Ethereum popping off for a lot of our plays, Hoppy and Turbo, our froggy boys especially, to for them to start doing things. And yeah, as you can see, we've hit like this kind of support area around here, I think around here, which, I mean, yeah, so hopefully we get a big rebound and go back upwards and continue the trajectory upwards. Hopefully we do see like a 4K Ethereum. That would be insane. We would definitely be popping off in terms of our altcoins, so that would be amazing. So yeah, and then if we go onto the Turbo chart, Turbo has been performing pretty well. Again, following the bullishness of Bitcoin, Turbo's been following a similar pattern. We've had a big, it hopefully looks like we've seen the bottom. I mean, who knows? But 0.9, I mean, where even is that? That's like way back here. Yeah, so we're literally tracing in right before we had the first initial pump, which is kind of crazy, to be honest. But yeah, hopefully this is the bottom for Turbo. Still is about £100 million market cap, £25 million in volume. It's doing really, really well. In contrast, let's check out Mudeng. So these were both on similar-ish market caps, but Mudeng has bled so much. So I was going to invest more in Mudeng, but I'm a little bit wary because Mudeng from its top is like a 40x from here, which is, it's gone down 40 times from the all-time high, whereas Turbo has not bled nearly that much. And yeah, Mudeng's gone down to a 20 mil market cap, Turbo's gone down to a 100 mil market cap, so it's regained strength a lot more than Mudeng has. So that's a very positive sign for Turbo. I still think it's a great investment choice. It's not financial advice. It's at an insane point to buy as well. Incredible point to buy. But yeah, so that's it. So I loaded up a little bit more on Turbo. I think that is, I know I've been saying this so much, but I actually just say nothing. I'm not going to say anything. I probably will invest more in crypto. How about that? I'm going to fucking invest more, and I don't even give a shit. Well, maybe I will in the future, but I will invest more. But okay, and then we got Hoppy, who's the other froggy boy. Obviously, a lot more risky than Turbo. Hoppy, but I've put the same amount in. Hoppy was my most invested. How fucking crazy is that? Really dumb, Max. Stupid decisions. Oh well. You live and you learn. Hoppy's down to 7 mil market cap and 2 mil in volume. And it's down about a 10x from its all-time high. 12, 13x, something like that. So yeah, not too bad. I mean, if these two hit their all-time highs, there'll be a lot of money made. There'll be like a 10x from Turbo, which will take me up to about 30k just on Turbo, and then Hoppy will be pretty good as well. Hoppy won't be. I won't actually be that much in profit in Hoppy, to be honest, but we'll hope that it prints. I mean, Hoppy's obviously got much more potential to go, although it hasn't gotten any more exchange listings, so who the fuck knows. Turbo actually did, back to Turbo, get listed on Revolut very recently, so that's obviously very bullish. Extremely bullish crypto, a meme coin, very just active and good community. So Turbo's still holding very strong. But yeah, I mean, that's it, guys. I'm not gonna say invest in Hoppy. That would be dumb. Like Turbo is a decent investment though, I would say. Not financial advice. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for the video. I hope you guys are doing well. If you haven't checked out my last video, I tried to do a different kind of video yesterday. Well, I uploaded it yesterday with a bit more editing involved. I'm going to do some more of that type of content, just to, I don't know, learn how to edit and just test out some different formats. But yeah, the weather is lovely here now. It's sunny, it's beautiful, nice to be back actually, and can start putting out some more videos and yeah, keep tracking the progress. So I hope you guys are very well. I hope you have a lovely weekend, and please do follow along for more. As I said, do watch the video I posted yesterday if you want to see something else. And yeah, guys, peace, lots of love.